Now, 2 days after 80 minutes of first round of negotiations in Switzerland, significant differences have cropped up between the US and Iran, while the two sides have signed an initial 60-day roadmap under the Islamabad Memorandum of Understanding. There are some fundamental differences that still persist regarding sanctions relief, asset releases, the Strait of Hormuz, and also, of course, the nuclear issue. As part of the initial terms, the US and Iran have agreed to address the stockpile of enriched uranium. However, deep divisions still remain. Donald Trump has doubled down on inspections of the bombed nuclear site, while Trump claims that Iran has fully agreed to nuclear inspections long into the future. But Iran has denied making the concession as part of the talks on a permanent end to the war between the two nations.
We have not had a meeting with the Director General of the International Atomic Energy Agency, nor do we have any plans for the agency to inspect Iran's nuclear facilities damaged by the US and Zionist military aggression.
Iran's frozen assets have emerged as another sticking point, and Iran's chief negotiator Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf has said that arrangements for the release of $12 billion in frozen Iranian assets have been finalized during the talks with US officials in Switzerland, a claim Washington has neither confirmed nor denied in full. Now, US officials maintain that sanctions relief and the release of frozen Iranian assets remain strictly conditional. Conversely, Tehran claims that the deal already entitles them to broader economic concessions and oil exports.
We need to obtain waivers so that we can sell our oil and conduct our banking activities. These restrictions must be temporarily lifted until we are able to remove the sanctions completely. These waivers have now been secured and the relevant agreements have been signed.
Now, the future of the Strait of Hormuz remains unsettled. Ship traffic has picked up in the crucial waterway since Iran and the US signed an interim deal to end a war. But questions surrounding the control of the vital waterway and whether vessels will be charged tolls to cross it could interfere with the negotiations to forge lasting peace. Now, over the weekend, Tehran and Washington clashed over the Strait of Hormuz. President Donald Trump has threatened that the US might impose its own tolls in the strait crossing if a final deal with Iran is not reached during the country's 60-day negotiation period. No one country owns the Strait of Hormuz, which borders both Iran and Oman, but the Memorandum of Understanding allows Iran to manage the strait for now. Iran has agreed not to charge transiting vessels tolls for 60 days, but it plans to impose maritime service fee for vessels navigating the waterway following the 60-day negotiation period. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.